This video is intended for adult collectors or adults who want a nostalgia fix, not for kids. Although children may appear in this video, they are in it for review purposes only. If you are a child, please make sure to get your parents' permission before watching and make them watch it with you.
¿Qué onda? This is Héctor El Chido Canales bringing you a retro review of the 1985 16-inch Hulk Hogan doll by LJN. Probably the zenith of Hulk Hogan and the WWF's popularity. Hulk Hogan truly was a household name. His face and likeness not just appearing on WWF programming and merchandise, but also on daytime, primetime, and nighttime TV. And let's not forget his 2D form and his big screen debut. You could even catch Hulk at the beach, at home, at school, birthday parties, at the gym, lunchtime, and even trick-or-treating. But as hard as you tried, you couldn't be Hulk. Now, let's get to the figure. Let's start with the packaging. Hulk Hogan comes in a box with a clear plastic window, allowing potential buyers to gaze upon the 16-inch Hulkster. The box art is very similar to the regular 10-inch rubber LJN figures packaging, sold at the same time. The back of the box has a nice live picture of Hulk Hogan. A cut and collect card similar to file cards popularized by G.I. Joe. At the bottom, there are pictures of the aforementioned 10-inch LJN figures and the wrestling ring you can collect. Odd, they don't advertise the only other 16-inch WWF doll that they sold. Roddy Piper. Now let's get to the actual toy review. Let's start off from the head and we'll end up at his toes. Now from the tippy top of his head, you can see they gave him more hair than he actually has. It's like he had some sort of contract or something not to portray him as bald or even balding. Hulkster bandana there that he wore for a little bit of time. He was better known for his bandanas because of his bald head. But I guess this is portraying the time he had the baby hair at the top of his head. But that likeness is actually pretty good. But forward less than a decade and there was Randy Hogan, who actually looks a lot like this. He's just missing that beautiful tan. This actually looks really good, especially for a doll for those times. And now let's go to his shirt. His shirt reminds me of the Superpowers Superman cape. That if you get this wet, it might start coming off. Like right here, it seems like it started coming off. Maybe from me just holding them from here a little too much. It doesn't have Velcro or buttons or anything. So in order to take it off and on, you have to take it off and on like a full-size human. Now I'm looking at his championship belt. On many pictures, I've seen the championship belt looking gold, like the plating is gold, but here it looks silver. It is silver. That silver, if you can see, it's been coming off just a bit because I've handled it from here, I've handled them from there. Just touching it, it's a little sticky. You can hear that as it comes off a bit. I'm gonna stop doing that because this is kind of similar to the G.I. Joe silver paint that they use, silver or gold paint that they've used, where it actually starts coming off after a while, like Cobra Commander's face shield. So here are his trunks. On the back, oh, you got that print, what year, when it was made, and where it was made. And this Hulkster is all American. Made in the good old US of A. His legs, he continues with that great tan that he has. Knee pads. See, that's what I find here a little odd. Like there's places that it's not painted all the way. Like just at the very edge they stop. That also happens at the bandana, at the boots, his wrist tape. Let's go to his arms. It's got a little bit of paint scuffs there from really just being next to other toys. And then his hands, Doesn't look like he's supposed to hold anything. Maybe just his championship. And now his boots. His boots actually look pretty nice. The detail is really nice. And let's take a look at the bottom of his boot. Nothing there. And nothing on his other boot. Now let's take off his attire. Like I said earlier, he doesn't have any buttons or Velcro to take off this shirt. So let's first take off the belt. And let's take off this shirt. I'm gonna try to be very nice and gentle with this guy. Hey, it's kind of stretchy. Okay, maybe his arms, as I raise them up, they expand, which is gonna be bad for the shirt. It's just gonna stretch it out even more. So in order to not mess up his shirt, since it is from 1985, I'm not gonna take off his shirt. I'm just gonna lift it. We'll see his chest. Okay. We'll see his back. There. That wasn't too bad, you know. I didn't have to take off his shirt just to see the Hulkster chest. Well, let's take a look at those clavicles. Those clavicles are beautiful. There we go. This might be one of those dark spots that some of my other dolls have. Like my Rocky, who's got all these dark spots on his face. But I'm not sure. Let's take a look at his belt now. It feels rubbery, like this. I'm gonna stretch it out. Let's see. Yeah, it's a bit rubbery. Look at that. Feels sticky everywhere. Stuff has stuck to it a bit. I am not going to clean it though, because if I start scrubbing or lightly scrubbing, I don't want to take any of this paint away. It's the original paint. And it's already been coming off. Just like the Hasbro belt. It has those little notches, so it slides in and connects and holds. WWF World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. Let's see the side plates. Nothing really interesting on it. Let's take a look at his articulation. His articulation is at the head, just side to side. His shoulders, up and down. No waist articulation. And thigh articulation. And he looks kind of funny when he does this. But at least you could simulate that he's doing the leg drop. He's way bigger than the LJN figure. So that Hogan there, he's what, 8 inches tall? And this Hogan seems like he's probably more than double that. We're gonna see if he really is 16 inches tall, or if Hogan is just telling tall tales.
You were discussing the length of your
action figure
on Bubba's radio program. Any doubt?
Huh. From my point of view here, he's not 16 inches.
Well, it's not mine, because mine isn't that size, but we were discussing the length of Hulk Hogan's.
He's above 15 inches.
Seriously?
So it's 15 and a half inches, not the 16 inches that the box says.
No, I did not. Seriously.
Okay, fair enough.
Thanks for joining me on this retro review of the 1985 Hulk Hogan doll by LJN. And join us again on a new series of unboxing reviews that we're going to do. It's the Rocky series, the 2006 Jakks Pacific Rocky series. I've done 2 other Rocky reviews here on Rio Hector Canales. We're going to pick 2 or 3 of every series and review them. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.